up with it, man? WHITEBOY out down radio. First time here, smash that subscribe, man. If you watched the channel before or you come by all the time, check out the members option down below, man. Give it a peek. I work on the perks all the time. I take care of my members, man. We're gonna get back into the prison stories on this one. I'm gonna tell y'all a personal story of somebody I was real close with in prison, and I'm gonna tie this into the world and stuff like that at the end of it. This video here, real quick. I did a video a while back. The gang I probated for. If I remember, I'll put it in the end screen. If I am talking about a video or a subject that I've spoke on before, and I say I'll put it on the end screen or whatever, at the end of the video, you'll see little stuff pop up. If you click on it, or if you come back and click on it, it's pertaining to what I was talking about. Because I don't know where all the subscribers are. If you came here yesterday, if you've been here three months, whatever. So just letting you know. Look, when I was in prison, I did probate for war skin. Okay, look, it's an Aryan set. You know, in prison things are simple. Everything is divided by race. Sound familiar? But seriously, it really is. You know, the things you hear out here in today's world here, they're pretty silly. At least they sound silly to me. You know, I've been in a place where it's so simple by race. It's not my rules. It's just that's how that place is ran before I got there, and it's how it's always going to be ran after I got there. When you go to prison, no matter what color you are, no matter what race you are, you're going to find your people. Some guys go to prison and they're already in a gang. They have to go find the gang members. You could be a black guy getting off the bus, have 5 years to do. You're going to go find other people, other black guys that are from the same town or city that you're from. If you're a white guy, it's the same. You know, that's just how prison goes. Don't get mad at me. I didn't make it up. It's just how it goes. But, you know, so I fit in where I got in, okay? And I have a catalog of videos here. I'll speak about so many different things. But at the end of the day, I didn't take the full patch. It just wasn't me. It wasn't me. I'm not hateful. I don't hate anybody. But, you know, I'm not scared to sit here and tell you when I was in, that's who I hung out with, okay? Look, it is what it is. Okay, this guy here, he did something crazy, all right? And people may watch this video and think that he's doing something for a different motive. So I'm going to explain all that, and you make your own decision up. But so what he did here is this. What he did here was he climbed on the top of a dorm. That is just unheard of. Okay, he did this before I was there. Okay, so I physically didn't see this one, but I've heard it so many times from so many guys. He was a legend for doing this. What he did was he was real mad at the time. Head Aryan, he was real mad. He wanted to get away. Okay, he wanted to get away from the camp. So he did something crazy. Okay, he did something to where it would make him look like he was going psych, and he just about got butt naked, and he climbed down the mid gate, not the perimeter fence. Don't get it confused. The perimeter fence is the perimeter of the prison with a huge fence and a lot of razor wire. The mid gates are running from dorm to dorm. Okay, you know, there's bars on the window and there's gates. So let's just say if you are so happen to get out the dorm at night, you still have these little gates. You get the picture. People that have been in, you know what I'm talking about. He climbed on the mid gate and then got on that. It has razor wire too. And then he got on top of the dorm. There was nowhere to go at that point, but he did it for a reason. Okay, he wanted to get away. Look, he was the head of an organization. You know, you have to be smart to be somebody like that. Many people, if you haven't been in, you may not know that, but yet, you know, you're running you're the head, okay? You have to make decisions and stuff like that. There's a lot of people, okay? But not that this was the smartest thing he did, but let me tell you why he did it. He did this because he was going through some things, okay? Some people may watch this and think that he checked in, which is not the case at all. Because I was really there with him, okay? Not for this story, but all my bros were there as well. JD, I bring on the channel many times. He's on the playlist. He was there. He knew him, okay? Viking, who's been on the channel many times. He was there. He knew him. But this dude, Tree, he had to get away. And the reason he had to get away was because he wanted to figure it out in his head. He wanted to cry. He was in the day room watching TV, and he found out that his brother died. This guy Tree was from Tampa, right around the corner from me. And a few years back, I don't have the exact dates, but there's these sinkholes all over the news. Sinkholes, okay? Stuff was just sinking in, okay? Especially in Tampa area. So all over Florida for a few years back. His brother's house got sinked in, okay? Lost his brother. Didn't find out that he lost his brother from a phone call or a letter or the chaplain calling him. Found out watching the news. Look, that's close family. So after finding that out, he climbed up on the dorm roof, banged his chest like a gorilla, and was selling the captain out. He needed to get away, man. He needed to cry. He also didn't like that camp because where we're at, Tampa's not too far from me now, but where we were at the time is 9 hours one way. So 18-hour round trip, and his family didn't have, I guess, the resources to get up there. I'm not going to get too personal with it, but he wanted to get closer to home. So that's what he did. And from there, they took him to confinement, and he's able to let them tears out. You can't just let tears out like that in prison. It don't work like that. You just can't cry in front of other men. It's just another rule that I didn't make up. You look weak. You can't do that, man. It's just you can't do that. It's a different world. I say it all the time. It is a different world. People watch this video, especially because the title on this one, I don't know the reason for. And people, I don't even know how people view me when they watch these YouTube videos. I see videos people make of me and stuff. They call me this super racist and hateful person. And, to me, it's comical watching them because, what have I said hateful on this channel? Nothing. But it's funny to watch these people make the videos. It's almost like you can see how brainwashed they are, and I want to touch on this for a second. Not that I care about the videos, but the part of this guy and did what he did, okay, and the whole prison aspect of living. When you go to prison, you have to find your people, okay? You find your people. It's very, it's not a good place. That's common sense, right? You have to go find your people, and you have to put on like you become real cold-hearted inside a prison. And that's real hard to explain. What I mean is, like, you will see things in prison happen to other people, and you have to know how to look at somebody, when they're getting stabbed and poked up. You have to learn how to watch it, and in your mind at that moment, you might be saying, like, you might feel bad for the person getting stabbed, okay? But you have to learn how to shut that off. You have to learn how to shut down, show no emotion. And if asked about that certain incident, you have to also know how to talk. So what I mean by that is normally on the street, if something like that was happening, you might go and help that person, right? Or at least get them some medical attention because something's bad happening to that person. Okay, you cannot do that inside a prison. You'd have to just, first of all, not get involved in it, see it happening, and shut it down. It's almost like you have to train yourself to be like this, because naturally people would go help that, right? That's not how it goes. And if you did, you'd be in some stuff, because you might be getting stabbed right then and there. So it's just a different world, man. I could give you so many examples here. But to actually live inside of prison and be around real, white supremacist people, real racist people, and that goes for both ways, white, black, brown, and to come out here, change, get adjusted, get going, and try to live a positive life, and to see the whole race thing flipped on just a different level is very hard for me to explain. In prison, I cannot help the fact that how things are. I just explained how you become cold-hearted. It's not by choice, but you have to do that. Okay? I didn't write the prison rule book. You just follow code. You follow and you fit in where you get in, and don't go against the grain. Okay, I didn't write that as well. It's just what it is. Okay. Look, at the end of the day, man, I decided not to take a patch, not to become that person. Okay, but I was still all right with them people, and I'm in contact with some of them to this day, but I just decided not to go down that road at the end of the day. A big reason, I never speak about why I didn't take the patch, so, and for those that don't know, so I probated for a gang, and I never took a patch, okay? A patch being a full-blown member and this and that. Okay, look. At least this far into the video, you should understand the common aspects of prison life and how it differs from the real world. If you can't compare the two, or at least grasp the reality of what someone has to go through when they go through the prison system, if you can't understand that, then you're not going to understand the rest of this video. Okay, but the reason that I did not take the patch is because I'm not a hateful person. Okay, now if I'm not a hateful person, why would I full-fledged join an Aryan organization? Because that would make me backwards, right? But not just that, I don't need a whole bunch of people. Why would I need to be under oaths and bylaws of a group organization? Okay, think about that for a second. I didn't even follow the rules and laws of the free world that landed me into prison. So why would I have to have a group of people giving me oaths and bylaws? Now I'm not gonna get in too much into gang politics in here, but all I'm telling you is I didn't go for it. It wasn't for me. Okay, some people do. That's fine too. Okay, maybe years down the road they decide then that it wasn't for them. Maybe it was a bad choice that they made. I don't know what people think, but at the end of the day, I've had conversations with people who didn't see it the way that I did and went ahead and did full-fledged join. Okay, the word brainwashed always comes up. That's what they felt like. So I broke that cycle quick. I got out, I'm doing good. We know all the rest, right? But, back to breaking people down by race, and I'm not inside anymore. I'm not in prison anymore. It's behind me. The only time I talk about it is here on YouTube when I do my own therapy. But so that type of stuff is behind me. When I see stuff nowadays, people using white supremacy and calling people racist because they like because their political party, it's silly to me. It's silly. But when you see people with the CRT and colleges that are forming black only housing and campus, it's beginning to look similar to prison. Okay. If I was only more graphic in explaining the inside, okay, I'm being very G-rated here for YouTube. But I want you to think for 1 second about what I'm saying here. And I mean this. What I'm seeing happen in our country, on the media, it's starting to look and sound like the inside walls of prison. Okay, that is not funny. That's serious, man. I was able to see through the bullcrap. Okay, but it's. I was able to see it through it. In there, out here, I'm able to see it. You have a lot of people that still don't see this. You know, if I go back to the YouTube videos where people are making me as a racist, they're either doing it for clout or they're blind or they have never experienced half of what I've been through. That's also a possibility. But it's not about lame YouTube clout videos. It's about, you know, I really think people are lost, man, are lost. I mean, literally, do people think I was running around inside there with a KKK outfit and just yelling N-bombs everywhere that I went? No, it doesn't go like that. I just don't think that the same people out here saying these crazy words and painting certain political party people as people where it really happens. It's crazy, man. But hey, you know, back to this guy, and the story is the dude wanted to cry. You can't cry in prison. It's a sign of weakness. It's just what it is. You know, he did lose his brother. You know, he was in there for attacking somebody who raped his sister. Okay, and he's been in prison his whole life. You know, I had to reach out to make this video. I had to ask a few people, but I thought it was about time I let this one go, man, because I don't know who's watched this channel and done time before. Leave it in the comments. But if you're starting to see the inside, outside out here, let me know, because I know I talked to some of my friends and they do. The problem is not the people that have been on the inside and experienced all this and got out and now they're seeing it. It's the flip. It's the people who have not been on the inside. Okay, they're just forced to hear it. And maybe that's why the brainwashing is so easy. I don't have all the answers. All I know is it's confusing. But the dude did climb on the wall, up on the roof, and the dude shot out. They called him the Grand Wizard in there. That was his nickname. He's a real grumpy dude. Always walking around with, that's how he looked, 24/7. He was a miserable dude. You know, I hope the dude gets out and does good. Again, I was close when I was in there with him. You know, it's just like any real friend that you have. You see their goodness and then you see their flaws. You know what I mean? And I'll leave it at that. But until the next one, man. It's White Boy Lockdown Radio, man. Y'all smash that like, subscribe. if you haven't. And listen, man, you know, everybody, man, use your head out there, man. Just think, man. This one here is getting me a little bit frustrated, but it's just so hard to put the words together, man. As long as I've been doing YouTube, I hold some substance to this channel. I might not get a billion views, but the people that do watch me, you know, they know what I say is truthful. You know what I mean, and comes from a good place. You know, and being said that, man, rewatch this one and listen to what I'm saying, because it says a whole lot.
Who said white boys can't jump? Subscribe. Gotchas.